What sets you apart as a presidential candidate? What makes you the better choice for Oklahomans?
Well, I think we have a terrific field in 2016, and I think one of the real signs of strength among conservatives is we have so many talented, inspirational young senators, governors who are stepping forward to run. I think there's a sharp contrast between that and the rather paltry Democratic field. In my view, the central issue in the Republican primary is going to be trust. People are fed up with politicians who say one thing and do another. And what I have endeavored to do in my time in the Senate is very simple. It's do two things: tell the truth and do what I said I would do. And the stakes are so high for this election that I think we need, if we're going to win in 2016, and we have to win, the only way to win is to nominate a strong conservative with a positive, optimistic, hopeful message. And I think the distinction between me and the other candidates is that I've got a proven record over and over again, not just of talking the talk, but of walking the walk and of standing and fighting for conservative principles over and over and over again.
You know, I personally think it's more than possible for you to win the primary here in Oklahoma. And case in point, it was Rick Santorum that won back in 2012. And that was something that 2 years prior to that, people didn't even know who he was. So I think it's more than possible for you to pull it off. I've been going back and forth with a couple of fellow talk show hosts. One guy that we carry here on the network, Todd Schnitt, who's syndicated in about 50 markets. When you came out, he's there. Nice guy. I agree with about 90% of what he says, but he doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell. I mean, what do you say to these people that are so dismissive of you? And I don't know what they base it on, but it's like he doesn't have a chance. He's not a viable candidate.
Well, look, what they're doing is they're believing the lie that is told by the Washington consultants. If you notice, there's this handful of consultants in Washington.
Right.
They keep running national campaigns, and they keep losing. And they keep coming back to Republicans saying, support us, while we make the exact same mistakes over and over again. Well, whenever folks go on Fox News and they sniff about electability, what their recommendation always is go for the moderate, middle-of-the-road establishment candidate. Now, I understand that theory, and theoretically you could imagine that might be an attractive general election candidate. But, Pat, we've tested that theory.
Yeah.
Every time we do it, we lose. And the one thing that seems abundantly clear, if we nominate another candidate in the mold of a Bob Dole or a John McCain or a Mitt Romney, all of whom are good, honorable, decent men, but what they did didn't work. If we do it again, the same millions of conservatives who stayed home in 08 and 12 will stay home in 16. And Hillary Clinton's the next president. And a big part of the reason I'm running is that as I look at all of the senators and governors who are running, I don't see a whole lot of them who I think are likely to energize and mobilize and bring those conservatives back. And I think based on the record that I've built of standing and fighting for conservative principles, I think I'm in the best position to energize and mobilize those millions of courageous conservatives, which is the only way we win in 2016.
I think you have to offer bold contrast, and I think your campaign does just that.